Hey y'all, it's Toni K and I'm back from boot camp. It's been rough. But today's video is all about boot camp, everything that I learned there, everything that you probably need to know before you go, and my whole experience. So let's get into it. First, sorry this lighting is so bad and you kind of see my cap mark. Anyway, so first, the airport. When you get there, I got there around like 7 p.m. but everybody was coming at different times, and it was like one bus coming to pick some of us up. So we got there and they made us like line up. It wasn't like too harsh when they got there, but they made us line up. There was a man, he told us about 900 divisions, and if you like can sing or then join 900 division. I've heard about that before, okay? And I was like, yo, I went up there, signed my name. I'll talk more about 900 division and what I went through being in that division, volunteering for that division. I'll talk more about that. So at the airport, they made you throw mouthwash away, like any pointed items, pills, stuff like that. If you had stuff packed in travel size bottles, trash. I don't know about the rules now, or months from now, because stuff changes so much in the Navy. And even on TikTok, when I was on there and stuff, people were saying like different things and packing different things. So I don't know. But as of January 7th, 25, when I was at the airport, trash, not a thing. Keep stuff in its original packaging. Keep stuff in the original packaging. And I'll have more like tips and stuff near the end. I don't want to just like cram and we talk about my experience and tips and all that stuff. So like I'll have more things to know and tips like at the end. So you get off the bus, right? You running. Okay, hurry up. That whole video, that's how it was. And it was snowing, it was cold. I'm a Florida girl. I don't know nothing about the snow. I don't know what was going on. It was actually really cool. But through that time, I was just keeping really good spirits. Like I was not trying to like be a Debbie Downer. Like it's the beginning. I have to keep my head up high at least in the beginning. So keep your head up high at least in the beginning, right? So you get your stuff issued that whole night. You're getting stuff issued. You do your 2-minute phone call, obviously, before anything. Your 2-minute phone call, and then you're just getting like items issued, like swimsuit, bra, panties, socks. You don't have to get naked, but you do have to like undress to put stuff on. But yeah, you're just getting stuff issued. You put some of your stuff in what they call a ditty box, and whatever can't fit in your backpack and in this like little knit bag. The knit bag was big enough to me. Whatever cannot fit in there, you have to then put in your ditty box. And ditty box you can get later on in boot camp. But not only do you get stuff issued, you're also like getting weighed. They're getting your shoe size, measuring your feet and stuff. So that's really what it was. You may or may not be separated from the people that you came to MEPS with. It just depends on what bus y'all get on. So stay together. At that point, you're in the classroom. Like you get into the classroom and they give you your training guide and you just sit in there. I would say look through the training guide a little bit. Try to stay up. I had my Bible on me. I was reading my Bible. Also, just trying to stay positive. When you're in that classroom, they give you your divisions. So since I signed up for 900 division, that's what I got. But the man came in there. He said, "All right, I'm gonna call out your divisions." He called out the divisions, y'all. He said 108 for me or something like that. I said, "What? No, this can't be. No." So I was like, "Oh my gosh, God, okay, you know what? 900 wasn't meant for me." I was trying to just pray. But God is good. That man came back. He said, we had a few corrections here. Kendall, 914. I said, ooh. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because I did not want to be in real boot camp. You're in a classroom. You're in there for a long time waiting on other people who came later than you. If you're part of one of the last groups, then you're one of the good ones, okay? Hey y'all, this is Toni from the future. I had to add in something else that happened, and that's very important. Okay, if your ASVAB score is too low and you know it, and your recruiters talk about some type of integrated program, they lied to you. No such thing. The man said, he pointed to two groups of people. He said, you're going to fat camp, you're going to dumb camp. Your ASVAB score was low, y'all are overweight. You're going to be here for 3 extra weeks losing weight. You're going to be here for 3 extra weeks getting your ASVAB score up. I said, what? Because it was people that I came here with that were a part of those divisions. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's actually insane, because they were talking about it at the airport and they were saying how their recruiters were talking about it, and I hope their recruiter wasn't lying about it and integrated, and it's going to be a boot camp at the same time as this. No, you're going to be in there for 3 extra weeks. Yeah, I had to add that in there because I forgot about that. I forgot to say that, and that's very important because that's absolutely insane. I would hate, like, it's crazy enough that you're already in boot camp, but you're now in something that you didn't initially sign for, and that is so messed up to me. Like, that is seriously so messed up. But the same people who were in there, I had 2 of my friends, they came out with a better ASVAB score, and some of them had better rates. Like, she wanted to be a corpsman, and she later on got corpsman, but she wasn't able to get that with her first score. So, you know, it all worked out for her in the end, like, as it always should. You know what I'm saying? So just, I don't know. So boom, that happens. Now you get moved to a compartment with, is it with your division? Yeah, now you get moved to a compartment with everybody from that like place who's also in your division. Now y'all are just in the compartment, y'all are staying up. You don't eat till later. It's so much going on. It's so much going on. You're just staying in the compartment. The compartment was small. It was sad. It was depressing in there. This is like before P days. This is like you're not even in boot camp. You're just in a compartment waiting to be in boot camp. That is a hard week. Like before P days is a hard week. Truly, I had to wait a week before I could get into actual boot camp. So be mindful of that. It was a holiday or something like that, and so I had to wait. And during that week before P days, before boot camp, folding, stamping. You're getting accommodated to different people. Like more people are joining into the group. Showering with all these girls. It wasn't really that bad. Just stuff like that. Like you're just stamping stuff, staying up. You're meeting people at this point. So like, make sure you meeting genuine people and you kind of like picking out like, okay, she for me, she ain't for me. She a little off. She cool. Like make sure you seeing who's for you, who's not for you around this time, because these are the people that you're gonna be like throughout boot camp with. There will be more added on, I think. But yeah, like see who it is that you're sticking to. Then P days. Okay, P days. That's when you get that hard card. Stamped, fit for full. Oh, you're getting beat bad. Okay, P days is very, very boring. I would say get in your training guide, study it. I feel like at a point you're just kind of looking at it, like you don't really know what to look at. And honestly, when recruiters say, like, because they give you something at your DEP meetings for when you're signing up for boot camp and stuff, the start guide. Get your start guide, rank recognition, Sailor's Creed, the 12 general orders. Get in your start guide. I know I'm giving a few tips, advice throughout the video, but whatever. Get in your start guide, because that is how I got by in boot camp. Like I was so thankful that I learned my rank and recognition and Sailor's Creed and some other things before boot camp, because those things were definitely pushed onto you like a lot. You need to know them. You need to know them for some of your like inspections. You need to know them. And there were people like in boot camp, once we started to test and stuff, who were worrying about like their rank and recognition and all of that. But I was just worrying about a few things in my training guide compared to others who were like worrying about the symbols and all and the ensigns and all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's easier. Ultimately, you do it beforehand, it's easier on you once you get to actual boot camp. Right? Cool. Okay, so back to P days. You go in there for like dental work, your peanut butter shot. It was not that bad. People was doing the most. Some people were crying. Maybe you'll be one of them that's crying. I don't know. But it was not that bad to me. But I ain't gonna lie. For like a week, maybe 2, my butt hurt. It hurt. It was sore. It was hard to sit. It was hard to walk. That was worse than the shot itself. But it was just mostly sore, not like agonizing pain. You feel what I'm saying? But be aware. Around this time, you're gonna like see your RDCs, like your petty officers and stuff. We had this one really mean She was so mean. My pit officer, my second pit officer was so mean. But I love her at the same time. She's like a boss babe. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have like a hate-love relationship with them. Just understand that this is their job. They are faking it. They're not like this at home. I don't know. I believe she kind of like that at home. I don't know, but they're not like this at home. Like, this is their job. This is what they do for a living. This is their assignment in the Navy. So keep that in mind. So around this time, like when you meet your RDCs and all that, that is when you'll like try out for leadership positions and stuff like that. I was A-Rock for a day. A-Rock is like when you sing cadence and you do some other stuff and you like basically like R-Pock is above and then it's A-Rock. So like R-Pock is the head, A-Rock is the vice. Baby, I was just, yeah, I was here on TikTok where it's like, you don't know what to do, where to go, baby, I was confused. I'm scared, I'm confused. How, like, I don't know what to do. So, I definitely feel like I could have definitely did it, but I was just so confused and scared in the beginning. Like, this was like P days that they gave me this job. I'm scared. I'm scared. They're yelling at you. They're anything dumb that you do, it don't matter. Yes, you're new. You don't know what you're doing. You never did this before. They don't care. They're gonna yell at you still because you're not listening, because you can't follow simple directions. That's what they're gonna say. Yeah, so trying out for jobs, like they line people up. All right, who wanna be A-Rock? Go ahead, go sing. A-Rock, anybody? Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it was. It was like actually pretty funny, but since I'm 900 division, I was in choir, and whoever was in choir could not be A-Rock. So like I said, be mindful of that. A-Rock strains your voice, like you're yelling and marching in the cold. Maybe if you're in that season. 1, 2, yeah, your voice is gonna get strained and it's gonna be a lot. But rank up. We'll speak more on that, but you can rank up from that type of stuff. So there were other jobs like laundry crew, RPO, like leading people to church. I had like 3 different jobs. I was a flag bearer 6. I was a female reaper, and I was laundry crew. So I had like 3 different jobs. So yeah, it's like a few jobs. You can, what else? MA, like basically you shut people up all the time. People don't like you because you're MA and because you're always yelling to shut people up. But it's never gonna stop. Like it's never gonna be like, okay, everybody just be quiet. Like, no. Everybody gonna talk all the time. Everyone's gonna talk all the time, and there will be those few people who like overdo it and get you in trouble all the time and get you beat and IT'd. Yeah, but don't let people aggravate you. Do not be annoyed, because that's really the hardest part of boot camp. If you ask me, the hardest part of boot camp is just being in a different environment and being around all these different people, cultures, religions, personalities, women, men. That's the hardest part of boot camp. Those are the 2 hardest parts. I promise you. Nobody in RDC couldn't annoy me more than the person in my division would. Okay, but don't let it get to you. Do not let people get to you. Okay. Laundry crew is really, really fun. We'll be in there rapping with on the machines, sleeping a little bit. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun to me. So once like I said, this is once you start to get an actual boot camp. So after P days done passed, now you're in actual boot camp. That's when you can get IT'd. We got IT'd 4 times in one day. 4 times. One day. They said, okay, you fit for full duty? Oh, yeah, you're getting beat. This is when because everything is one team, one fight. Like, you're gonna get beat because of other people's mistakes. This one dude was sleeping in the laundry room. He was sleeping in the laundry room. On watch. So we would stay on watch, like in your compartment, 2 to 4 hours, on watch. And we got beat for it because he was sleeping. And what are you doing on watch though? Like, dang, on watch, bro. Like, people just be doing stuff. Like, people are just so annoying. Oh my gosh, God help me. And once you get an actual boot camp, more folding. I'm thinking it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be in the mud, like I'm gonna be having that like dirt under my eyes, and like I'm gonna be, no, Navy boot camp actually is easy. Like, if you're already, I would say, good physically, then it takes weight off of you. I'm not gonna lie, like it does. Like, it's actually very easy. And you're folding clothes and you're stamping stuff with your name on it and your division number on it. So now I'm in boot camp. I'll speak on like being a 900 division. So we're different. We're special. So really we perform. So there's a graduation held every Thursday at RTC if there's no holiday or nothing like that. And we 900 divisions are the people either performing or like being staff and like seating people. So that's what we do as 900 division. That is what we do. So we was 914. We had boot camp clout because we were at RDC Olympics. So we had boot camp clout. We were triple threat. So we had choir, band, staff, and guns. So like guns. So we had all that stuff in our thing. Like I said, if you can do any of those things, go ahead. When that man at the airport or woman at the airport calls for that, go ahead, listen up, go sign up. But listen to these things. It's easier, I would say, because we got beat less. And you're more focused on like practicing for drill. So like your schedule, because they had like a day-to-day schedule. Your schedule looks different from other divisions' schedule because you're practicing, you're about to perform. But also with that being said, being in 900 division, I guess like is held up more than your like making up stuff, your swim, your run. It's held up more. So you have to be very like careful. Like if you feel like you can't swim and you can learn in boot camp, I don't know if that's for you because you may not have all the time in the world to do that. RDCs made a way for us. So, but not every RDC is like that or cares that much about you. So that's just something to be very wary about. That's my only thing about 900 divisions. But it was really, really fun performing. Miss Laura's class is great if you're in choir. And yeah, so I enjoyed it. I recommend it. Next, your academic tests. There are 2 academic tests. You're gonna do good on them. They're easy. You're gonna do good. You can get ranked up just by standing out. So like stand out, get high scores on your stuff. Yeah, you can get ranked up. You did ranked up. We didn't even have a top 6. We didn't have a top 6, so we weren't all that good. Okay, we didn't have a top 6 out of the whole training group, but people ranked up. Like at a certain point, certain things can like push you back. So your test, run, and swim. Those 3 things can push you back. If you can't swim, you can learn it in boot camp. Like there were people in my division, friends of mine who didn't know how to swim and they were struggling and they kept on going back to swim, and they finally made it before our graduation date. So if you want to take that chance and you don't know how to swim at all, you scared of water, you want to go in boot camp and get taught how to swim, do that. But know that there is a chance that you may not in time. Understand that. Same with your run. If you feel like, you know what, I came in there, I be seeing this all the time. People be like, oh, I came in there not knowing how to do a single push-up. I came out doing 50. That's good. Love that. But practice before you go in there, because that really can hold people up. Like people have got in our division got pushed back because they couldn't pass their run or their bike, because they couldn't pass their swim. Like it is a real thing, and you would not want to graduate with people you don't know. You feel what I'm saying? You wouldn't graduate with your division, the people that you came here with, the people that you came off the bus with, the people that you came in a compartment with, that you started to get to know. You wouldn't graduate. Most people, maybe not all people, but most people want to graduate with them. You don't want to go and graduate with a whole other division and get pushed back a week or 2. You don't know how to do planks, push-ups, all that stuff. Obviously, like I'm sure you're at meetings, your recruiter gave you that sheet. Yeah, follow that sheet. Your run matters 2 times in boot camp. So if you can run 2 times, good. And really, it only matter 1 time, because the first time is just like an assessment, just to see how you are. But if you pass that assessment and you pass your DEP test, your DEP test, I'm not sure if they give the DEP test to everybody, but they gave it to my group, and it's basically to see what you know before you get to boot camp. That's like in P days. I took it, I passed my test, and I passed my assessment. So E2, I get E2 soon. I'm in the process of doing that right now. So that's how that works. If you do your assessment and you pass that run, and you pass your DEP test that they give you in P days, if they give it to you, like I said, study that start guide. You will pass that, and you will get ranked up to E2 once you pass both of those together. I think your OPFA as well. So it does matter 2 times, I think. So it's actually a crazy story about the official run, bro. Their screens, like the people's screens, messed up on us. Like, we're running. It wasn't counting our laps no more. It messed up on us. And so people who like ran all their laps only had 9 down for them. Like, what? That is absolutely insane. He was like, run an extra lap, run an extra lap, run an extra lap. And I trusted I was like, something in me telling me just run again and run again. So I kept going. My time was 13:28, but I kept running till like 14:45 because I was just like, it's time to go, so I'm just keep going. So I kept going. And so stuff like that will get you pushed back. People had mental health problems like a lot in the beginning. People were leaving, like a lot of people left in the beginning, our division, because of mental health issues. And so we started off at like 94, 95, and throughout boot camp we had like 79. Yeah. And some people got like pushed back because of like disciplinary stuff. So don't be doing dumb stuff. Other than that, especially as like a 900 division, we're just in class learning about stuff. Mainly like you have to stay up. You gotta stay up. You're gonna get yelled at. It's teaching you how to deal with like your nervousness and your anxiousness. Kind of like, yeah, this bad thing is going on. Yeah, you're getting yelled at, and it's frustrating. It's crazy, but you have to still learn how to think and process through getting screamed at. That's kind of what teaches you, like, stuff for the fleet, basically. Stuff for emergencies. Ooh. Accidents happen, 1 team, 1 fight. If you gotta save your shipmate. That is what boot camp is teaching you. Like, how to process and act accordingly, even through tough times. And actually, I applaud them because it works. Lastly, I can give some tips and advice. I gave some throughout the video, but I'm gonna give a few more. So it's all just a mental game. Remember that it's all just mental. It's really crazy because you get proud of yourself. Like, be proud of yourself every day that you are there. Be proud of yourself because, like, wow, I'm really in boot camp. I'm following my dreams. I'm chasing everything that God has for me. Like, thank you, God, for allowing me to be able to be here to follow my dreams. Thank you for opening my mind up to such a new space, a new environment. Thank you for like just being here with me. Thank God every day, right? Pray, read your Bible, stick with Him through it all, through the storms, through hard days. Write letters. Write. Your recruiter should get your address, should get your division address and all that, your ship address beforehand. So make sure that they do, and that when they do, they send it to your parents, because they're gonna get it before you can send it to your parents, right? You feel what I'm saying? And tell your family about Sandbox, like that app, Sandbox, ahead of time. But yeah, write to keep yourself sane. Like, that is what you would do in pastime. Remember, you have no phone. And that is so crazy. Like, I'm like really in boot camp, no phone, like for 2 months. You get your phone calls every 2 weeks. You also go to the big store. I can make a video about the next and like what to pack, because people were saying so much different things online, but actually going through it, especially in the year 2025, was different from like what I was hearing. The next does not have that much stuff. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. I was appreciative of it when I was there, but it ain't everything I use for my body, right? So I definitely would say pack stuff that you like. Buy some stuff from Walmart, from Target, whatever. Things that you like, not too much, don't go too crazy, right? Mine was packed though. I'll be having to open it like this every day, but everything fit though. So hey, attend church on RTC base. Attend church. They had interdenominational, they had different services, but I would go to gospel. That's what I am. I'm Christian. I would go to gospel, and gospel is kind of repetitive, but it got me by. Like, it was good enough to refresh my spirit for the week, and it got me by. And just think about it. You have a few more Sundays. Like, think about it like that. That's how I thought about boot camp. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, especially swinging my cap around. You'll learn more about that. Remember, it is a chapel. It is a place for worshiping the Lord. You feel what I'm saying? Because some people would be around and it would just be like, I would hear people cursing in there. And I was just like, oh my gosh, people just don't care. People just do not care, but that's the world. That is the world. So before you do like your official run and all that, you will do practice runs like PT, so like fun, exercising, whatever. Take that stuff. I would say take it serious so you can like actually, because my body did actually change. Like we eat 3 times a day. I got more muscle. Like my body would actually change, and so the exercise ain't nothing crazy, stupid, or hard, but actually do it. Like actually try, especially if you know that you're not in that good of a shape or you're not that good of a runner. Like actually try so you can get better, especially on the runs. Push yourself. Eat right. Don't go crazy. The galley is good though. I'm not gonna lie. It do be good. Some stuff is like, I don't want this, but other stuff it be good. I appreciated it. Stay out of drama, stay out of mess. Don't be noticed by the RDCs as someone who just does bad stuff, who don't listen. Like, stand out for being quiet. Stand out for knowing your stuff, for getting good grades. Stand out for all the good things. Don't be there talking to anybody, doing anything. Relationships. It is like literally the start of your career. You're trying to get to point A to point B. Okay, like that is the start of your career. You do not want to start off your career bad. There are people in my division in relationships doing stuff, being weird, being nasty. Don't be one of them. Okay, be yourself. I hope you're a good self. Okay, because it's not worth it. It's the start of your career. You don't want to start off your career bad. You will probably meet some of those people again out in the fleet. You will probably see your RDCs again out in the fleet. You don't want people to have bad impressions of you or have something bad to say about you that is not solely based off their own opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't be just being weird and doing things, okay? It's your career. People will be in there cheating on their civilian boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm just, what? It was like watching a movie sometimes. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It was overall, at the end of it all, it's like, wow, I enjoyed this, but I'm ready to go. That's pretty much your attitude. Like you kind of enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying, but I'm ready to go. Okay, but that's pretty much everything I had. Remember to stay hydrated in there as well. So if there's any more questions, stuff about what to pack, I can answer MEP questions, A-School vlogs, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's everything. More videos coming soon. Hope y'all enjoyed. Till then, stay blessed. Bye.